Good morning. Happy Friday. Oh my gosh, what a busy week it has been. I have been in a 3-day training class. It started, did it start Wednesday? No, it started Tuesday because yesterday was the last day, last night. And it was 2 trainings, an hour, hour and a half long, twice a day. But it was good. Like, I've got lots of notes. I want to go over them some, and I will probably kind of talk about that next week because it kind of falls into line what Shannon's been talking about. And, I'm starting to pivot how I'm working my business and things that I'm saying in my business. And it's kind of hard to do that because you get in a habit of doing these things over and over, and it becomes easy and it's simple, and you're just like sell when you're trying to, you got to be connecting with people, and then they will just buy. So I've been working on that for a while, posting in my stories, because I don't post a whole lot on Facebook, but I'm trying to get better of posting like my day-to-day life, what I'm doing, what's going on, things like that. So people can relate to me. I can be relatable. We can have connections, that kind of thing. So that's what I've been working on. But today I want to talk about time management. And the reason I want to talk about time management is because your girl was struggling. And, sometimes you forget. It's easy to say, oh, just do this, just do that. It ain't no big deal. You can find 10 minutes in the morning. I understand. Like, I do understand. Sometimes you have to sit back and literally spend a day in someone else's shoes to realize, what they have to go on and how they can fit Scentsy in their business, their life. Because the great thing about Scentsy, it is not a get quick scheme. It is not a get rich scheme quick, however you want to say that. But it is so rewarding. The people that I have met, the things that I have done because of Scentsy, and I enjoy it so much that my business is just blooming and growing because of that. And it takes hard work, but it isn't hard work. It's more time consuming things. And I'm kind of like backtracking a little bit, but the more time you spend now, the less time you have to spend later on. Like, I spend tons and tons of time putting together systems, doing things, figuring things out, watching training videos, implementing things, changing things how I was doing. And I spent a lot of time doing that to get to where I am today, so I can get up in the morning, spend 30 minutes doing my activities, and I'm gone. And I have my activities written out on a calendar. Like, I am gotta write it down, check it off. If I don't write it down, I'm going to forget that I was supposed to do it, or it's not going to get done at all, and I'm going to completely forget I was supposed to be following up every day with customers anyway. A month will go by and be like, oh shit, I was supposed to be doing that. That was one of my daily activities, but I didn't write it down, so I'm not going to remember. You may not be like that, but you got to figure out a system that works for you, whether it's your phone, setting alarms. It's a written out calendar system that tells you to follow up with somebody every single day, because literally that's what mine does. Monday, Tuesday, every day is follow up. Every day is a host conversation. Every day is a join conversation. Every day is other things that I need to do for my business. Every day is make sure I post a sales post in my VIP group. And not really a sales post, but to advertise Scentsy, to put it out there. At least 1 to 3. I want them to keep seeing Scentsy items, Scentsy things, Scentsy reminders, along with what I'm posting in my stories of what I'm doing here today, what I'm posting on Facebook when I feel like I have I guess you could say Facebook post-worthy post to put on Facebook. That I just don't want to get to leave in 24 hours. I ain't got to see it again, kind of thing. But those are the things, those are the little things that you got to get going. So let's backtrack and talk about some time management. Because the week before last, let's see, this week I've been good. I've been catching up. So I think it was last week. Last week, my son went to the doctor on Monday. He had pneumonia. The baby had already got diagnosed with bronchitis Sunday. Hunter took the baby to the doctor Sunday. I think I had him Friday night maybe, and he went back Saturday. So the baby was diagnosed with bronchitis Sunday. My son was diagnosed with pneumonia on Monday. Monday afternoon, I go and pick the baby up to quarantine him from my son so he doesn't get pneumonia because my son's running a fever, all the things. And I had him from Monday to Thursday around Thursday early morning, like late morning Thursday. On top of working my full-time job, which, yes, I get to get up and go upstairs and just work. I can get dressed if I want to, or I can look how I want, and it doesn't matter. But I still had to get up there because I have a deadline to meet. Today is my cutoff deadline to meet for work because the company I'm working for, helping out, has a shutdown July 4th. So everything has to be done today. Monday is kind of a leeway because Wednesday everything has to be paid out before they leave for shutdown the following week. So I had him, taking care of him, working really hard when he naps, and doing all my Scentsy things. You know, usually I get up in the morning, I get dressed, I do my Scentsy things, I go upstairs and I'm working by 8 o'clock. Sometimes I'm working before 8 o'clock because sometimes since I have less things to do. I can send a couple quick messages and that's all I really need to do. Fridays are a lot more jam-packed for me, and that's how I've scheduled my calendar. And you can move things around, like that's the best. So I would get up. On top of getting up with him, maybe some nights were rough. Like some nights one night I got up with him like every hour, 2 hours because he was not feeling good. He was just waking up and then he'd fall back asleep. And then another night he'd sleep till 3 o'clock and then we'd be up at 6 o'clock feeding. So I would be like, okay, he's up at 6, he's fed, he's good for 3 hours. Let me work my Scentsy business. I'd change his clothes. I'd get him comfortable. I'd put him in the swing. And I'd start working some on my Scentsy business. Exhausted, but I did it. And then I'd get to work. And there was some days that I didn't get everything done that morning. I would wait until later that afternoon, until my husband got home. So after spending a week almost with a newborn, working a full-time job, which I still have some advantages than you do. I don't have to get up. I don't have to get dressed. I don't have to leave my house. I don't have to go work a full-time job out in the public or whatever. Like, I don't have to leave my house. I can look like death from no sleep and taking care of a newborn and go to work. Like, I can do that. So I'm going to say that it's not easy. I'm going to say it's not easy, and I know it's not easy. But I watched a training video, and I'm probably going to share it up here eventually. For me, Scentsy is a business for me because I enjoy it so much. I enjoy doing events. I enjoy coming up here and talking to you guys and sharing with you guys and helping you guys figure your way and make extra money, or make it to where you can stay home and don't have to work, whatever your hopes are. I want that for you guys. I enjoy earning the little incentives that Cincy gives us. I enjoy that. When I accomplish it, it makes me feel proud. It makes me happy. It makes me like, oh my gosh, I've got the best team. I've got the best customers. We're just wonderful. We just work great together. But it's not easy. Like, it doesn't come easy. There is sacrifices that you have to make. And managing your time is a huge sacrifice, because everybody has 24 hours in a day. Pretty much everybody has to work 40, if not more, hours a week. Some people have kids. Some people don't have kids. Some people have works crazy shifts. Maybe you work half days and some nights and your schedule's all wonky. But what you need to do is sit down, because hopefully you have 2 days off a week. And I highly suggest, because September, the new catalog is coming out. September is when the fall incentive starts. And it also means you get I guess we're going to get an extra month, because it'll go from September till February instead of January, because I moved the catalog back. So I guess it'll be the same. But in September, we have the opportunity to earn a trip. So now is how you need to start working your system. Now is when you need to get systems in place. Now is when it's like, it's the slower months. Summertime is the slower months. That's when you change things up, you test things out, see how things are going, see what you like, what you don't like, what you're comfortable with. And then when September gets here, it's hit the ground running, let's go. Because I earned that cruise last year, and it was freaking amazing. And now I got the hiccups, Lord help me. And I want to earn whatever that next trip is next year, or whatever we have to choose from, whatever. I want to earn that too. I want to, there's not a trip that I don't want to earn now. So, time management. Hopefully, you at least have 2 days off during the week. Find some time in those 2 days to figure out your work schedule. Figure out the kids' schedule. The kids are out of school now. I know once September comes, the kids are going to be back in school, and it's going to be a whole new whirlwind. I know. I get it. But if you want the most out of Cincy, then you're going to have to prioritize Cincy. You can't put Cincy on the back burner and be like, oh, I ain't got time this week. Next week I'll work it a day. Can't do that. Your customers are going to find someone else. They're going to start leaving if you're not communicating with them, if you're not staying in contact with them, if you're not checking on them, if you're not being yourselves and relatable. And then when you decide, okay, this is what I want, let's put full force into Cincy, you may end up having to relaunch your business and work it from the ground up, which is no problem. We can do that. You can have a new launch party. You can do all the things, but sit down. Even if you need to be like, look, tell your husband, look, can you take the kids to the park for 1 hour on Saturday? so I can sit down and I can really focus on Scentsy and really work Scentsy and really see what I can get out of Scentsy. Because it all starts with your time. It all starts with figuring out what you need to do with your time and then doing it. You got to figure out what you need to do. And then you need to prioritize when you're going to do it. I hope this was helpful. And I'm just come up here to say, I understand that it was a struggle. I struggled last week. And normally I'm like, I'm doing my things because I ain't got nobody else to take care of. And then I've got to where on the weekends I have them a lot. And on the weekends I've kind of not really shut down, but kind of shut myself away from social media a lot because I am wrapped up in him. I'm wrapped up in Gage. I want to spend my time with him and I want to just love on him and do things. And we've got the pool and I just want to spend time outside. I don't want to spend time on my phone doing stuff. So I need to do that during the week. At night, when I come home, you get the kids in bed, settle down, spend 30 minutes for just yourself, scheduling post. After you get the kids in bed, or dinner cooked, the kitchen cleaned, sit down for 30 minutes and schedule you out some posts. I got Toby over here giving me the side eye. You tired of hearing me talk? I'm sorry, am I keeping you awake? I guess I'm boring. I must be keeping him awake. But give yourself 30 minutes at night to schedule posts. On the weekends, Saturday, Sunday, while you're cleaning house and you're using Scentsy, take pictures, take a video. You don't have to be in the video, but take a video of everything you're doing. Of you putting the all-purpose cleaner in your mop bucket, of you spraying your furniture, of you spraying your beds, you changing your laundry, you washing your sheets, using the Scentsy laundry. Anything that you do and you're using Scentsy, you need to video it every time. Put it on a story one day. Post it in your VIP group one day. But during the weekend while you're doing all that, be taking your little short videos. Like I said, you don't have to be in it. Then during the week, schedule that you're posting those. Schedule what scents you're using or post about what scents you're using and post your video of you how you're using it. That kind of thing. You can do all that on the weekend. Or say you have to work on the weekend, you have 2 days off during the week. Whatever days that you have off, spend an hour of those days creating some content, videos, pictures, whatever it may be, you changing your wax. Take pictures and video it all and save it and post it during the week so you have content to post. That way, Monday hits and you're hitting the ground running for your 40-hour work week. You got to take kids to gym. You got to take kids to daycare. You got to take kids to baseball practice afterwards or gymnastic practice or whatever. And you're just running all week long. At lunchtime, let me post this video real quick. Or at night, when you sit down and you have your 30 minutes, schedule those videos and those posts. Schedule them. It's all about working your time. If you have 30 minutes to scroll Facebook, you got 30 minutes to schedule some posts. If you got 30 minutes to scroll TikTok and stuff, you got 30 minutes to be scheduling some posts or to have some follow-up or join conversation or host conversation. You got all that. So, and I say that for the ones that are down on themselves. If you are frustrated with where you're at in your Scentsy business, if you're not happy with your sales, you need to evaluate yourself. What are you doing? How are you working your business? And how can you change your results? Because if you're only posting about Scentsy once a week and you're mad because you only got $100 in PRV, what do you expect? You got to be posting. The people got to see your face. They want to see what you're doing. They want to see what you're using. People want to see your face. So you got to get out there. And even if they don't see your face, they want to hear your voice. They want to feel relatable. So if you want the max out of Scentsy, set yourself a Scentsy schedule around, fit Scentsy into your life. Don't make Scentsy fit Scentsy into your life. Don't make Scentsy fit in your life. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't know what that saying is. I can't remember. But Scentsy can easily fit into your schedule. It's very easy to fit it into your schedule. You're just going to have to prioritize. You may have to figure out what's important, what's not important. You may have to let some things go if Scentsy is important to you. That's all I got for you today. I hope this is helpful. If you need help with time management, please. I'm very organized. I'm very structured person. So you can come here and you can give me all the excuses you want, because I will bust some excuses. And you can give me your schedule and I can help you. If you are the total opposite and you don't know where to begin and you have no time management and you have no organization skills and you're all over the place, I'm your girl. I can help you out. All you got to do is be like, Shannon, okay, can we sit down together for like an hour and you help me out? Well, it might not even take an hour. But you sit down. We will go through your whole week next week and get a plan for you together if you want this. It's all up to you. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.